Hi, this is another Dying. I am A, and this is another Man of War Assault Squad multiplayer match. It is again 1 versus 1 against the friend of mine, and this time I found out that you can change the in-game name, so I don't have to edit the video anymore. This is nice. And unfortunately my friend left the game early, so this is not the whole match. We this time it is I don't know what the mode is called correctly, I think battle mode, in which you have to fight 4 points. So every unit you kill give you points, and the bigger and the more expensive the units are, the more points you get. And yeah, the beginning of the video is just me placing my troops, setting up my troops, setting up some sandbags, and finding the enemy. If you are not interested in that, I think you can jump forward to about 8 minutes and 30 seconds, where I start my major push. And as you can see here, as I set up my sandbags, I see that there is enemy infantry. So I know I have to reinforce that position. And I'm placing my machine gunner right there, so I have the most firepower on that side. And I think it is a Sturmtrupp or another assault squad that I sent to the right. And I bought another rifleman, I don't know. So and there you can see there are now on the map a few more units. So my friend reacted to my troops and reinforced that building area, that little farm, and here I tried to push forward with that rifleman and throw a grenade. It is the right tactic, but poorly executed. So I reinforce that line of troops here, and placing some more machine gunners. So I have a lot of machine gunners, and I think I'm thinking what I can do in case he brings some armor. But I think no, I won't buy an anti-tank gun, but maybe I'll do a push myself with a tank. And I'm watching here the Panther 3, and it has 50mm armor and a decent amount of armor penetration. I think in about in 70-meter distance it is penetration of, it can penetrate almost 50mm armor. I think I take a look at that description a second time. So now I am setting up my defense lines. That guy there takes care that these guys between the houses don't get flanked. And now I am buying mechanized Panzergrenadiere. So this is a troop of Panzergrenadier, the elite units, the well-trained infantry with the best equipment, and they come with a half-track. that supports the Panzergrenadier in the advance. And also I bought another tank crew with that, because the driver and the gunner of that half-track are also elite Panzergrenadiere, and you don't want to lose them because it is very likely that you lose the infantry of that half-track, so you want to replace them with a cheap tank crew man. And there the AI has a bit of problems driving through the river, so I had to direct control this one out of the river, which was pretty annoying. And now I'm thinking about that tank again. It is so I bought that Panzer III, and that is an interesting decision, because it is now a lot of points in the field that I don't directly need to use. And as you can see, the AI is, and also my direct controlling has no chance of getting me through the river here, so I have to take the other way. And now I am replacing the crew. With that tank I have a lot of points in the field that I can lose, and yet I don't know if there is anything that that tank is useful for to kill, because I have to kill a lot of cheap infantry that that tank paid off. And again, I have to direct control the tank out of the river. That was the AI is not really working with that hills yet. So it is an interesting decision that I made, that I bought the tank. But on the other hand, I have an elite troop of Panzergrenadier that can do the lead role, that can lead the major push or support the major push. And I have that half-track in support and that tank. And with that I have really good units to do a major push, which I will do soon. I'm placing the half-track here. I want to attack that farm, that houses that you've seen earlier, and I'm placing my half-track there on the right, so I can flank with that half-track on that lines. I don't want to attack it direct with a frontal attack, because who knows if there is some heavy machinery or machine gun or whatever. And now you can see these Panzergrenadier have huge firepower. They have they and now I'm doing that again, pushing with one guy, throwing a grenade, and now the way is open that I bring some more infantry there. You can see the half-track is flanking there, and now I think the crew was killed. If you watch on the map, the half-track is now decrewed by some guys behind a wall there on the right flank. But I don't care about that right now. Unfortunately, I lost that man. And now that farm here is in my control. so I bring some more units here. Yeah, now I realize that this half-track is a decruit. And I'm pushing with the other, or not the other, but 4 more of that Panzer Grenadier squad. And now I'm still careful with that tank because I don't want to lose it. I just know that the tank is in my back and that I have some armor support in my back in case I need it. So we don't want to show it. So this is the tank is right there when you need it, and it is a surprise that can be used. And also you don't want it to bring it in danger, because in case my friend had seen the tank, he probably would have brought an anti-tank gun, and then I wouldn't could use it in surprise attack. And yeah, there are a lot of guys behind that wall. And now I'm bringing up my tank. As you can see, it fires, but it doesn't hit. And I'm setting some more. Yeah, there is a mortar. My friend brought a mortar, which is a good decision. And it's placed there. And my counter to that is bringing a mortar to the field myself. Which I thought, yeah, it is early in the game and it's a great supporting it. And there is a small anti-tank gun, so I back up my tank. I think that explosion on the tank, it wasn't the anti-tank gun, but a lucky shot from the mortar, because the anti-tank gun isn't set up yet. And now I'm looking at the armor. I see 50-meter front armor, and I thought, yeah, that should be okay from that distance. That my tank will survive a shot from that distance from that anti-tank gun. So I approached it and I tried to attack it. But as you can see, the rocks down there are blocking the way, and so my tank is pretty safe in that position, and that's the anti-tank gun won't get a shot out of my tank. Also, it is now decrued, so it is pretty dangerous to bring the tank so close to the enemy infantry, because in case he had some bazooka guys there, my tank would have been bananas. So I back up. And now that the guys are all killed by my tank, I can approach the position and bring my men. And I see that there is still one guy lying behind the wall, and I take care of him with a grenade. And also I see in that moment that there is another guy. So 2 guys with 1 grenade. and now this whole area is now in my control. And the only thing right now bothering me is the mortar. And my half-track is also still alive. And now I need to reinforce my front line, which is pretty weak. I think my friend now would have had the best opportunity to counterattack me, which would have I had to struggle holding my lines there in case he attacked, I think. But now I have some more troops there, but I think the tank is also a good thing, so maybe he feared an attack because he knew that I had a tank there he couldn't get rid of right now. And the mortar is aiming for my half-track. I should have drove a little more back. And setting up my troops. Now I'm a little bit too slow. I could have pushed a bit harder right now. And now is the right moment to back up, because if you have seen 1 second more and that mortar shell would have landed a direct hit. And there I mark that mortar for myself. I'm bringing up my tank, and now I am aiming for the mortar, but unfortunately I think he already moved that mortar, because otherwise that would have been a direct hit. So he must have seen my mortar moving, so he repositioned that mortar, so I wouldn't get shot on him. So I move my mortar, and now I bring my tank a bit closer, and there is a lot of infantry and the wheels of my half-track are damaged, and also I think there is only one person in it. And again, it is dangerous to bring my tank right in the first front line, and there is the anti-tank gun, and I positioned my tank between the rocks there, so nothing could get a flanking shot. So the half-track there is behind that rocks and cover, so the anti-tank gun cannot shoot that, at least. But I was a bit... There I played it safe. I didn't want to lose the tank. I don't think the anti-tank gun was capable of taking out my Panzer III from that distance. And the interesting thing about that Panzer III is that its rear armor is as good as the front armor. It is also 50 millimeter thick. So the only weak points are the two flanks, the two sides of the tank, the side armor. And so the tank standing between the rocks, it has very good cover. And there I try to destroy that anti-tank gun with grenades. and that did not work very well, so I tried to approach it with another guy with some more grenades. And I'm using anti-tank grenade. That one should work. That one should destroy that gun. But as you can see, now that is very annoying. I released the key too early, so that guy faced the enemy, and he threw the grenade right towards the enemy, into the field, hitting nothing. So that another grenade here did destroy the gun, but at least damaged it. And there, that grenade exploded right in the air, and that guy is as good as dead. So I don't see having him any chance, and he's dead. So the half-track is repaired again, and I cannot bring more infantry to the field because I already reached my capacity of units I can bring to the field. So I have to use what I have here. So I bring all my units that are staying way back to the front, and yeah, I should have pushed harder now. I wasted too much time. And there is the mortar. And yeah, he aimed for my mortar because he knew where I was. Because he could see where I was shooting from. So now I try to hit his mortar. And I am not close enough, so I bring everyone else near the mortar in cover, because my mortar is a priority target, and I don't want to get any near units get hit by the enemy mortar firing at my mortar. And he already replaced his mortar again, and here he brought I think it is a CIS 2 or even CIS 3, but I think it is a CIS 2, which is more than capable of destroying my tank. So I have to be very careful about that. But fortunately I have my mortar there, and I hurt or even killed the crew of that CIS, of that anti-tank gun. But I still don't want to approach it. But yeah, now it is crew again, but I still bring up my tank because it is fairly safe between the rocks, at least as long as it stays between that rocks. And now I'm lucky that I was faster, that my friend had problems setting up the anti-tank gun there, because now the crew is really dead. I think they're dead now, and I can destroy it. So now I should have pushed with some more infantry here, so maybe I should approach on the right or left flank. So I bought now a Sturmtrupp, which is good enough for an advance. And because I'm now really close, if I would have pushed, I would have gotten, I had a really good chance of destroying his mortar with some advancing infantry. But since I didn't advance, I could not do that. And there, I think he tried with that small pack to try to get the flank of my tank, but he didn't had and there, yeah, there I tried to do, and there I tried, and I destroyed that anti-tank gun, and now my infantry approaches, and my friend left the game because he gave up. He didn't had the chance. He didn't. He thought he didn't have a chance. It was not directly a rage quit, but in some sort, yeah. And I think I wasted a bit. I should have pushed harder, as I said. Maybe on the left or right flank now with that new Sturmtrupp, but unfortunately the game is over. So yes, I hope you liked that one, and we will see us again, hopefully, or you see me and hear me watching my Man of War videos. So, bye!